think up until now. We've still played the most games, more games than everyone in at the moment, I think.
Yeah. I'd say Bob thinks Spurs, Dustin thinks it's going to be Leicester. Okay. All right, man. Let's shift the conversation then, man, because we didn't get an opportunity to speak. I know we spoke in the group and stuff like that, but we never got to speak about the Salah thing. I saw G's video, great video by the way, bro.
Yeah, it's a great video still. Big up G.
Love, man.
2 years extension. I know you jokes. You were saying in the video he's just going to be playing right wing anyway. So you saying about any right winger that's thinking to come in? Yeah, it's a long day, bro. Because you ain't going to play. What does it mean, man? I saw a lot of like the reaction from the Liverpool fan bases and from the content creators and even the rival content creators as well. They were vexed about this, bro, because they were all hoping to see the back of Mohamed Salah in the summer, and it was like, yeah, time for Liverpool to crumble. But his brother says, no. The story continues, man. What was the first initial thought though, and when he did sign? Was there any like optimism in terms of maybe like what I asked about maybe playing in the 10? Do we shift the formation and then we play with 2 behind the strike? I don't know. Just trying to brainstorm, thinking ahead of what the manager could possibly do, or do you just think no, he's just staying on that right hand wing and that's where he's going to cook until he either retires at us or he does another extension? What's the initial thought when he signed, lads?
Right wing.
I was like, thank God we can move on now. Jeez, this thing has been going on for over a year. It is exciting. I'm happy that he's staying. Virgil also. Hopefully Trent might also do a U-turn. But it's part of the whole season thing. I think it's part of the whole annoying thing where it's like, bruh, let's finish this already, But for Liverpool and possibly the players that we will bring in, I think it gives us a positive look because you bring in an Isak in. Hey, I'm going to play with Salah, which is good things, right? You can use that to recruit new players in.
Isak would rather play with Murphy, blood. Stop the
line. You could use that. Say, hey, Virgil and Salah. What are the best players in the last 7-8 years? You're gonna be playing with them. So it's for PR purposes, very great tool for Liverpool. For young players coming up, also very good way of recruiting and getting young players to kind of motivate them to get to that level where you playing for where we talking about true world class players. You got Virgil and you got Salah that you can reference to, not players that when they play 2 good games or they get 1 world class game and they play well, you could say, oh, they're world class. Now, these are guys who have done it year in, year out. Even the years that they were bad, you could say it's just one-off. And it has always been a one-off because the following year they come back harder. So for P.
No, I don't know. Sorry, Quasi, go ahead. I don't know why I kicked you.
Fire production, man. Fire production. For some of us, it's like, good grief, man. Thank God. Let's move on. We've been how many times? And where's that guy? K-Mac has been posting the group chat about Salah signing, Salah's leaving. Salah signing, Salah's leaving. I'm tired. Now I'm glad that we move on from that. But in terms of where he's gonna play, and don't start that because that's the same thing we're talking about. Wait till the season finish. People already talking about who we're gonna bring in. Let's finish this, right?
Bro, the reason why I'm asking because I'm trying to think ahead, bro. I'm trying to think ahead. What his skill sets look like. If for an example, he's gonna slightly, maybe a slight drop off.
There will be a drop off.
Where can we get the best out of him still within this
on
squad?
the bench?
Okay, all right.
I think the reason why I'm saying let's wait because it will depend who is leaving and who we bring in. Because if you bring Isak, you probably don't need Salah through the middle, right?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Let's just wait and see where Mr. Slot is going to be. His first true transfer with the legend Edwards and Hughes being in that helm. Are they going to do what you guys were saying earlier? Are they going to bring in some Premier League players? Are they bringing them from outside the wall, like Ensman was saying, right? So I think we should wait.
Yeah, go on.
Let's lift the trophy first, and let's see who will be the first attacker who comes to Liverpool, because the first attacker will let us know where Salah is going to play.
That's I'll give you that. What about you, Sav and G? What are you guys thinking?
Salah's staying on the right wing, but so I want him to play up front, but he's gonna stay on the right wing, and I'm just letting everyone know whatever striker you had in mind before. Now that Salah's signed his contract, that striker's not coming anymore, bro. They're not going for.
So I'm not getting the Isak then, the one that.
No. They forget Isak's staying at Newcastle, blood. He'll turn up at Arsenal before he turns up at Liverpool, bro. So you lot can just get rid of all that Isak talk. It's not happening, bro. It's not. So we can move on from there. Yeah, listen, big up Salah, innit? Big up Salah, but like now that the contract's signed, I'm happy for him because I can not like performances sometimes and all that, but he definitely deserves. He's done so much for the club, as much as any other big player at the club. He's been consistent in it. So, I think we've had like different cogs in the wheel and that, and he's been there the whole time. But we've changed stuff around him. He's kept up a certain level, which has to be applauded. He doesn't really get injured at all, so that's cool as well. And realistically, with the age thing, and that, it's only because everyone knows his age. If you didn't know his age, you wouldn't know that he's past the age of 30 and that now. He don't really move like that. Like we're privy to how fast Salah was before. So when you saw Salah's lost a yard of pace, his yard of pace is still faster than most of the Premier League, bro. Yeah, I mean, it's like when people say Carl Walker lost a yard of pace, he was still faster than everyone, bro. So I don't think that's a problem. I just think he's adapted a certain way, which I wanted from him anyway. But his adaptation means that like he's stuck in a certain way now, and he's not going to adapt again after a season. So for Slot, it's like, why would you sign up with somebody who's performing, especially by numbers ratio in the position he's in, and then move him somewhere where he might not be able to perform there because he doesn't play there at all? And the only time I've ever seen him do through the middle before was at Egypt, and he was terrible. But in my head, I'm thinking he can poach on it. So if he's in the box, I trust Salah to put the ball in the back of the net, tap into and all that as well. But yeah, man, I don't know, it was weird, but I knew that he signed the night before. I was kind of like, my enthusiasm for what happens to Liverpool going forward dropped a little bit. But it's whatever, and I'm just wanted to see something new. But then after that, I was like, nah, man, Salah's here, innit? So let's see what I can do, bro. But yeah, I don't know. I want something new, man. I feel like Slot's probably backed himself into a corner, but we'll see. Because I don't know if, you know what I mean, he might not have been Slot. It might have just been whoever, Hughes or whatever, and Edwards. But I think he's backed himself into a corner a bit now because his tactics and that have to work around Salah, which is what we've done this season as well. Last season, he could just go off the blueprint what Klopp left and just go, I'll tweak a few things here. Salah can stay the same. Next season, it'll be different. Next season, teams will realise what he's been doing. It seems at the moment, it looks like he's been worked out a little bit, which is fine. It happens to everyone, but they're not gonna like digress from here. They're gonna keep going in it and figure out what he's doing and stuff like that. People are gonna get better. And that's the reason why I just want Salah in the middle, because I want a winger who can take on a player and get the ball in the box. But that's it. Simple.
I think that's a fair ask, to be fair, in terms of, because especially watching the Arsenal game and watching like Martinelli and Saka on both wing, and the way that they played against the fullbacks, and obviously they're not. Was it Camavinga that was it Camavinga or not? It weren't Camavinga that was playing left back, but you could see like how much explosive. Yeah, they were so explosive, taking them on, getting the balls into the box. And just like, we don't get to see that as much from Mo. But obviously, we get the other side, which is the goals and the assists. So just trying to think, like, where could we still get the best out of him? Even though he's crazy because he's got the best out of himself on the right wing this season. But I'm thinking moving forward in terms of the conversation you're having there about obviously Arne Slot and his tactics, what he wants to do. If he's looking to shift it, what does that mean? But
you might have the Ronaldo effect on it. You know what United had when Ronaldo came back and he got all of his goals still. He performing, but you think he got like 18 Premier League goals and whatever goals everywhere else, but the team didn't benefit from it. They didn't benefit because the Solskjaer was just like, just play with Ronaldo then, innit? Play to his strengths and that. So it's not so much a Salah problem in terms of it's his fault. It's just what's going to happen with the manager, innit? Especially now that like Trent's going to leave as well. In my head, I was like, okay, just clean up that whole side. fix it up a little bit. Kind of what you're saying, to be fair. The one thing Arsenal do have is balance.
Yeah.
It's perfectly balanced, bro, with Saka and Martinelli, bro. Take man on, get to the byline, cut it back or cross it in. Or cut it in and shoot. Salah's lost a bit of that. He still has the back post cross and all that, but bro, it's not going to take long for people to realise that's what he's going to do every time. And then where does he change from there? But listen, man, big up to him. Big up to him and his family as well, man. Get paid, bro, and obviously he deserves it, bro. So lift another Premier League, bro.
100%. And he, like, listening to the way he was speaking about, he just wanted to win the Premier League. You could see it, right? Man said, "Nah, I just want it. I just want to win it." Like, and I was like, "Rah, these man, obviously, from the side of him, obviously, we cared about getting knocked out the Champions League. I know they cared, but you can never like, nah, the target was this, bro. This is what we want."
Yeah, I agree. Might as well make him think as well, man. Might as well make him vice captain as well. Sweeten the deal.
Maybe that is a part of it. Maybe that.
Yeah, Trent's gonna be gone, bro. Like him and Virgil probably gonna have the same deal in time wise. So yeah, man, them two captains, and then they can fly off into the sunset together in 2 years.
Nah, facts, bro. G, what about you, bro? I know obviously you spoke about it on your channel and stuff like that, but yeah, what was your initial thought, man, as soon as you saw the news broke that it was extended?
I think the same thing as what Quasi said, man. Is I just wanted to get this over and done. I promise you, like the season already done for me. Like I'm more focused on other things at this point. And
I was going to say La Liga, then I saw you. I saw you. You was about to say La Liga, then.
Yeah, because I'm watching the game. Because I'm watching the game. It popped into my head, didn't it? So yeah. Honestly, I am. I'm watching the league. It's a lot more interesting. That title race, obviously, way better to watch. But in terms of Salah, yeah, exactly what Quasi said. You just stop talking about it now, man. Do you know what I mean? Is he staying? Is he going? The yada yada yada. And then, all right, cool. Now he's staying. So what does that look like next season? So that's really what it is for me. And as I said, Savage said it. You kind of alluded to it there. Quasi's alluded to it as well. Like you just can't change his position really and truly because you can't guarantee that you're going to get a benefit out of it. And at this moment in time, you've seen a benefit out of what he's been doing, obviously on that right hand side. Even if you sign another striker, even if you did sign Isak anyway, the team would still have to revolve around Mo because he's the best player in the attack anyway. So it's like and he's not like Ronaldo, where and even Ronaldo was only really got to like when he got a little bit older, where you can see, this brother ain't really got pace like that. Like he's okay at running, but he hasn't got the pace, but he's got the finishing ability. So you can almost put that kind of player as a striker in that position, and he can kind of still, as Savage said, bro, like Mo's still beating most man in pace. I'm not saying beating everybody. Yes, there are some people who are catching up to him, of course, but they're catching up to him. As opposed to, he's not going to just dust out, a couple man. So, yeah, man, that's what I feel like with Salah. Again, right wing next season. And now I just think that because really and truly, if you just had more competent players around him, I do feel that like it would have looked a little bit better. If he had better finishers around him, all those opportunities that he's creating, they would turn to at least more goals. Did you get what I'm trying to say? All those situations where you've got a Zabozala in that situation, or Diaz, or Gakpo, or Jota, whoever, when they're in situations where, I need a bit more something from you, kind of thing. And the only reason why I feel they even pass at times is because they can't do what we want them to do. So they can't score from this angle. They can't really beat their man in this type of situation. They haven't got the ingenuity to play a certain type of pass that, I don't know, like a Kvaratskhelia or someone of that kind of ilk, obviously would play. So. Yeah, man. I just think when I'm watching like Mo Salah, I'm just like, yeah, man. Listen, Mo signed a new deal. The team's gonna still revolve around you. That's a good thing. Just gotta get better players around him, man. Like, that's literally all you can do, to be honest. You know what I mean?
The club should be aiming to think though. They should be aiming now. Is buy them a bit of time to get in the next winger and the next striker. Don't be trying to get some. don't be trying to like get some like budget friendly whatever and that. Nah, bro, get the next one. Whether you want it to be where like that pushes Salah even more, bro. You get me? You don't want Salah to get relaxed now. You want it to push him even more, and have somebody to battle it out with a little bit, bro. You know what I mean? I'm fed up of all this ruthless slot bullshit. It's all lies, bro. Let's let the football do the talking, innit? And if Salah's cooking, you play Salah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for it, man.
Gee, why you beefing the chat?
Nah, man, suck your mum with a strawberry, boy. What the fuck up, man?
Stop beefing
Always
the
got,
chat, bro.
always
Nah, I
got
hear it. Mama's running his mouth. Still hear it.
Nah, man. If you're gonna run your mouth, you gotta come here and run your mouth. Like, can't run your mouth in the chat, man.
I'll give him
Sorry, go on, then.
a little time out to calm your blood pressure down, G. It's all good, man.
I apologize. Sorry.
Yeah. I saw this, bro, and I saw Robbo said he had just walked past Mo Salah, and he has a big smile on his face. Obviously, he's gonna have a big smile on his face, bro. His brother just signed a big boy contract again, chilling, vibes in, staying at the club he loves, and ready to go and cook again, bro. Listen, you see West Ham, I'm expecting Mo to score a hat trick in that game, bro. Because you know when the brother is now gone, right, my future is now secured, bro. I can now go back to doing what I was doing. Maybe he was playing on his mind a bit. I don't know. I'm not gonna make excuses for him. His performances weren't that good. But maybe he was playing on his mind, bro. Like now his future is settled and sealed and done. Get back to doing what you were doing.
No, that's something that Arne Slot needs to work out, because whatever happened to Liverpool this season is the same thing that happened to us last season. We are not off, let's say it's till February. I think we are only 1 point ahead of last season, right?
Yep.
So something happened where either the players are fatigued, whatever the reason is. Arne Slot need to figure it out, because like G was saying, next season, people going to figure you out.
It ain't no fatigue, blood. It ain't no fatigue, bro.
Savage. I'll just give them that benefit of the doubt. But
okay, so then you're gonna give Arsenal the benefit of the doubt. Then they're fatigued. That's why.
Arsenal have been doing it every 5 for the last. Even Wenger was there. They always drop off between December.
So have we, bro. We've only won 1 league title.
What's up?
So have we.
Yeah,
we've only won 1 league title.
Even when we were going toe to toe with City, 1 point, Savage. So that means January to February we were still on it. We were the only 2 teams that can go 15 games unbeaten. So whatever has happened this last season and this season, I don't know whether it's mental, physical, or whatever fatigue, whatever it is, Arne Slot needs to figure it out, because one thing that we have over everybody else is consistency.
I'll tell you what's happened. Slot and Klopp had the same problem, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. And it's with the same
It's not fatigue. It's not fatigue though, bro. It's in-game management, bro. We'll be out here winning games and that man's just trying to still play the same for no reason.
Something has to change, because Slot was given a lot of praise and credit when he started the season by making changes that people did not see from the previous manager. But then towards the end, he's doing what the previous manager is doing. So something has to give, something has to change, because next season, somebody will say, okay, just pace Liverpool till February. They're going to drop off and then you pass them. That's exactly what City did to Arsenal. So I'm just saying something has to change, because otherwise
maybe they got too comfortable, man. That far ahead on points, maybe they got too comfortable. We've only been in that position once before, and we'd already won the title, like it was done, and then COVID shut everything down.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but then again, all the same players ain't there anymore. I just think it's just weird, man. It got to a point. Slot definitely changed something, because Gravenberch started playing different. Like I could see tactically they changed it, and it didn't help the team.
Right.
We didn't need to be like, we can win games 1-0, bro. Like I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But it wasn't the last part of the season, because that stuff when he was subbing people off that we weren't used to, bro. He stopped that early, bro. Like saw him sub Salah for like 1 time and that, bro. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's ruthless." He didn't do it again.
He hasn't been.
He didn't do it again. And I don't care, by the way, because I'm not fussed about that. I'm just like, does he need to be on the pitch now? Forget his performance.
Yeah.
Or winning. The game's done. Or you have to do shop now. Does he need to be on the pitch? No, he doesn't. We're still doing like transition football.
Right.
And everyone's still gone up for every corner, bruv. What are we doing? This the way Arsenal's been playing, this league could have been finished already. Like mathematically, could be done right now, bro. But hey, listen, can't complain too much. He's gonna win the title. I want to see Slot at full capacity, blood, like change his tactics and that. And I just feel like we're not gonna see if he doesn't. If he can't, not just Salah, even Virgil and that, even other players in the pitch, man. Like sometimes he's gonna have to treat it like it's a fresh team, innit?
Right.
And then I'll do what I want. That means if it's not working out for you, Salah, you gotta move. Virgil, if you gotta come off the pitch at this point and preserve your legs too or whatever, and you know what I mean? I'm not one of them. I don't need him to rotate every game and all that business, because the best teams don't. They normally have the same the same team most of the time. But yeah, man, it'll be interesting because them contracts, boy, like Slot's not the one who sat down and signed these man's contract, bro. So he might have different talk for them.
I genuinely believe, if we had, I firmly believe, if we had quality in this team, you would see more rotation. I'm not saying you'd see bare. I'm not saying it would be like a crazy level of rotation, but I'm sorry, the team has not got that level of quality, bro. So
are you saying the level on the starting 11 needs to be the same as the bench for the rotation?
At least as close as possible.
Yeah, for me, the gap is like how it used to be, where you've got Sadio Mane and your replacement Shaqiri. Like that's the kind of gap that you're almost dropping it to. Origi's on the bench, where you got Salah. Like, come on, man. Like that level of quality is too big. Minamino's and them, man. Like if the gap is going to be that big, bro, like I wouldn't swap either. Do you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want to keep swapping. And like I said, bro, we got 6 attackers. Tell me what Liverpool's front three is. These times we got 6 attackers in the team, but no one here could tell me.
I only know there's one guarantee, bro, and the one guarantee is Salah, bro. The rest of them, I don't know who.
And that's even madder because so there's only even 2 positions, and we couldn't even tell you. I don't even know who would play striker if Slot had a Champions League final tomorrow. I don't even know who would play left wing if he had might be Diaz. He might want to play Gakpo.
You know that's mad because there's 4 man fighting over 2 spots.
4 man fighting over 2 spots, bro.
Or
like
5 man, I should say.
At some
Well,
point,
if Jota didn't fall off, it would be everyone fighting for 1 spot, bro, because he would have been nailed on.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe, but I'll be real. Maybe.
Now because he didn't want to play Nunes, he didn't want to play him at all, and the only time he played Diaz is when Jota was injured in up front, and Gakpo's not gone back up front at all. So it's a shambles still. But I do agree with you. But at the end of the day, like that's his own fault, isn't it? He wanted to keep this team, bro. So
yeah, no, bro. As in, he don't get like I'm not giving him a pass for that because
it's worked out for him. He's won the league, so fair enough.
And this is it. But again, we're seeing that. Okay, could you try and do this? Like, if he didn't sign anybody again, let's say he just get the exact same team, even Trent. Let's even say Trent was to stay. He kept the same team. I don't know how confident I'd be, like, if to see that this team to go again with these same players and try run it again, and for him to do exactly the same thing in terms of the level of rotation that he's doing at the moment, bro. This is why, like, but again, I don't know. Like next season, I don't know. He might try to play Chiesa. He might play. I don't know who else is there. Yeah. I mean, if he's still here, but yeah, I just look at the quality. I'm just like, bro, like the reality is, I'm not switching none of these guys anyway. Like it's only really the forward line, and remember, we're switching the forward line like every week based upon what happened the previous week with the striker because he fucked up or whatever. And even that, he's not even doing that anymore. Nunes is still setting it. So I'm even thinking, right, you can't even give Nunes a little like start. Like these times Jota been stinking it up. You can't even give Nunes a start in a game. Like, and that's me, Nunes. You know, like, bro, that's the levels that we've kind of dropped to, bro. That's why I said I am extremely shocked that Liverpool have been able to, even this season, to win the league. I'm like, brother, you lot have been so lucky, bro. But listen, man, consistency will always, I guess, prevail in the end, didn't it? So,
quick question, Brendan. Do you guys think that when he realized that, okay, I'm going to win this league and possibly go far in the Champions League, he made up his mind who is going to stay and who might not stay? Because Champions League, Nunes should have been playing that one. He is your outlet. He's the one with the pace. Jota has no, after the first game, Jota had no chance running against those 4 defenders against PSG. At least put Nunes there to send those PSG defenders back a little bit for the attackers to, get a little bit freedom in the midfield. But he did not. And he consistently playing Jota. And we've seen that Jota is not at the paces. He's not playing as well as we remember, right?
Yeah.
So to me, it seems like he's already telling Mandem that, yeah, Nunes, you're not coming back. Chiesa, I never liked you in the first place. Javi, thank you for the goal at PSG in Paris, my brother. I don't think you coming back. You know, there's bare men on the bench that I don't think are coming back. Either he's going to promote the kids from the academy, i.e., young Rio or young Trey, say, I'd rather keep you guys than giving these guys a chance because they're not showing me anything that tells me that they will fit.
That does make sense because the way he's give these man so little game time, you might as well have put the youth on the bench, bro.
That's what
more
I'm
sense.
saying.
Literally.
Makes more sense. They can have all the experience and that from just being there 3-4 minutes here or there.
Just traveling on the
Just-
coach.
Just the kids and Endo in it. Just the kids
Yeah.
and Watari.
Yeah, Gids Hendo and the goalkeeper and the replacement.
Yeah. 'Cause even Yaros is just there taking up space for no reason. But like,
Brother.
Nah, Yaros
So-
came on the bench for 2 games, bro, and he was vibes in. But
yeah. And to be fair to Quasi, what he said as well, that's true. But he not only with the players, he got outcoached in them games, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happened to him lately as well, which is not a bad thing. Before anyone starts getting like people will figure out certain things, and
of
you
course,
can't just. I'm not going to be off this season alone. Slot's the better manager out of all of these that I've seen for this time. I'm just not going to do it. I don't care if he's won the league, bro, because it just doesn't work like that, bro. So naturally, they're like, nah, I've got experience here. He might be the tactician type thing, but all I need to do is do this and bully this guy and offset this and kick the ball over their press. And that's what people kept doing to us. It worked out. So, but yeah, it's very interesting. But right now in this season, we're gonna win the league, bro. So